The 10 abnormally large animals. Number 10. The Goliath Bird Eater. This is a bit creepy, because when we usually think of spiders, what usually comes to mind are teeny, diminutive, 8-legged creatures with beady eyes, which produce spectacular webs. And generally, spiders consume flies and then are eaten by lizards and birds. Now, we introduce a freak of nature living in the Amazonian jungle. This particular spider, called the Goliath Bird Eater, is in fact a tarantula, and while most people are not arachnophobic, I'm pretty sure that there will be tarantulophobic. Living in the South American rainforest, it could weigh up to an unbelievable 6 ounces or 175 grams, which is very healthy for a spider. Despite its designation as a bird eater, it doesn't actually feed on birds, but snakes, rodents, and toads are all within its purview. Number 9. The world's tallest dog, Zeus. Zeus, whose owners describe as very gentle giant, claims the record for the world's tallest dog in 2013 version of the Guinness Book of World Records. When standing on his hind legs, Zeus measured a whopping 7 feet 4 inches. Apparently, his owner Dennis and Kathy Dolek, resident of Otsego, Michigan, received a lot of inquiries about whether or not their pet was actually a horse. Unfortunately, the gentle giant died just 3 days before his 6th birthday. Number 8. The world's large rabbit terrace. If seen from a distance, you would probably be excused if you took this creature for a dog, though a very fat one, and with a little unusual coloring. You will then see his ears and become really baffled, because this canine-sized fella, who weighs an astonishing 50 pounds, and is a 4 feet 4 inches tall, is none other than a bunny. Don't get too surprised until you meet Jeff, his son, who although is not fully grown, is already 3 feet 8 inches tall. The father-son duo are members of a giant rabbit species known as the continental rabbits, whose members usually reach a height of roughly 4 feet. Number 7. The world's largest cat, Ludo. The Maine Coons are a relatively giant breed of domestic cats. Having characteristic furry tails, they usually come in at 40 inches. When measured from nose to tail, Ludo at 17 months already measured a remarkable 45 inches and weighed 24.5 pounds. The Maine Coons are known for being gentle, and Ludo is no exception, just considerably bigger than your average cat. Also, despite his size, he actually eats less than other smaller felines. Number 6. The Goliath Frog. The giant frog, or Goliath frog, as it is called, is not really very scary, but having this monstrosity crop at you and you least expect it just might give you a mini heart attack. The biggest frog that most people have ever encountered is about the size of a fist, But this froggy giant is over a foot long, and once it extends its legs, it's even longer. Their tadpoles are the same size as another normal species of frogs. It's just that they keep on growing bigger. They are found in Cameroon and in other certain parts of Africa. Number 5. The world's tallest horse, big chick. Third horses are usually big, and most are taller than the average human. Big chick is sure to take the cake. This Georgia stallion measures an official 6 feet, 10 inches tall and weighs an astonishing 2,600 pounds. Even at birth, he was a big fellow. He weighed approximately 240 pounds, almost 50 pounds above the average weight of his breed. Number 4. The world's biggest lizard, Hercules. Think of cats and what comes to mind are the cute, fluffy, and domestic fur balls, as well as the other jungle wild cats such as tigers and lions. The biggest of them was previously the Siberian tiger. However, there is still another wild cat who surpasses the ferocious and magnificent predator, the leger. Yes, that's right, a leger. It is the progeny of a union between a female tiger and a male lion, as opposed to the progeny of a male tiger and a female lion called a tigon. Hercules is also a very sociable animal, and is the world's largest surviving cat, measuring over 11 feet or 131 inches and weighing a heavy 922 pounds. Number 3. The world's tallest cow, Blossom. Blossom was officially recognized in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's tallest cow just before she passed on. A Holstein cow weighs an average of 1,500 pounds. But Blossom came in at over 2,000 pounds and measured an amazing 6 feet 4 inches. She was the biggest of them all. When it was found out that Blossom could not give birth to cows her owner, Patty Miss Hansen opted to keep her on as a pet instead of sending her to be slaughtered. She later became the farm's official creature and quickly became famous for her unique size. Number 2. The world's long snake, Medusa. The Guinness World Records title for the world's largest snake has been covered to Medusa, a python living in Kansas City, Missouri. When Medusa was measured in 2011, she had an astonishing length of 25 feet 2 inches, taking 10 men to hold her up so that she could be measured. Her typical fortnightly dinner is a 40-pound deer. Number 1. The world's largest crocodile, Lolong. So, crocs are typically biggest, right? But Lolong is in a class all on its own. The immense size croc was caught in September 2011 in the Bunuan Creek, located in the Philippine province of Agusan del Sur. The daunting task was carried out by a joint team comprising of local residents, units from the local government, and crocodile hunters from the Palawan Wildlife Reservation Center. The crocodile was hunted over a 3-week period before he was eventually caught. It took nearly 100 people just to drag him to land. And judging from his violent protestation, he certainly did not want to be captured, weighing an astonishing 2,370 pounds and recorded at 20 feet 3 inches long. This monstrosity of crab, thought to be at least 50 years old, was alleged to be monitor.